So for context, right, it was my friend, Conval was there. He was the only one that actually, like, tolerated my existence. Why can I not go through this door?
That's a locked door, and also I kind of accidentally killed the boss instantly.
That's okay. My friend Conval was there. My friend Brody was there. And the person whose birthday was this girl that I had a crush on at the time. Her friend, and then this guy that everyone else was friends with, but he fucking hated me for some reason, and I still to this day don't know why. But he's not really a part of the story, right? But he also kind of was, because he was like kind of like slowly convincing the rest of the group, except for Conval, that like I was somehow like a bad person for just kind of being a little autistic.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is a lot of like sidebars for the main story. The main story is that I was being kind of a little nuisance, and I was making a lot of really shitty jokes with Conval. And at one point, Brody was like, "Dude, if you make another shitty joke again, I'm just gonna fucking tap." I'm like, "Oh, okay, man. Sure, fucking normal reaction." So I made it like, I went to Conval and I leaned close to him and I made like another shitty joke, and Brody kind of like looked at, like I was walking behind him and I saw him kind of turn his head up and like look ahead for a bit before stopping dead in his tracks, turning around, screaming like a fucking Viking, and tackling me to the ground. And I just couldn't help but laugh at that, because I was it's like, well, this is my fucking life now. My life's the fucking comedy.
Oh
my life's the comedy and I'm the punchline.
I honestly thought I was going to be the punching bag of the friend group. For my IRL at least, because how I like, I'm be honest, how I actually made friends with my with the IRL friend group was I literally just walked up to the group and just kind of like
inserted yourself in there.
Yeah, I literally just inserted myself in. I don't remember saying anything substantial. I just kind of hung around and they were like, "Oh, you're cool." And then I had a friend that literally came over to my house and he's like, "Dude, this is like the coolest fucking room ever." It was because in that room, it was that shitty room that you saw in the video, in the video.
I mean, your room was cool as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I wish that I had your room.
Like it had a fucking black light.
Yeah, right. It's cool.
That was the reason why he was like, "Yo, your room is fucking awesome, dude." I was like, "Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much."
See, here's the kind of sucky part, though, right, about my whole friendship experience and throughout junior high and high school, is that I figured, well, hey, if I'm the punching bag, then that means that I kind of like, you know, I keep the group together in a weird way. And I slowly, like, as I've grown older, I'm like, that is miserable. That's a fucking terrible way to live. I'd rather just be an asshole and people fuck off.
Yeah.
I think that's why Benny didn't like me, was because I was just like kind of an open asshole to people. Like, I fucked around a lot and I don't think he liked that. He was kind of like one of those snobby, like, "Oh, well, I'm so fucking smarter than you" kind of people. Because he was like kind of like a... I'm gonna say this in a really weird way. Because you're like deep south, you know, like those people that kind of act a little more pretentious, who aren't upper class, but they're upper class compared to you?
They're upper middle class, yeah. Yeah, that was a friend that I named Hunter. That's not his actual name, but I just kind of made up names as I went.
I did not. Those are all their real names. Except for Conval. Conval's the only one that because that's his internet handle.
For all can begin the great journey.
Once the shield is down, we will head straight to the library. I do not wish to keep the Hierarchs waiting.
The human that killed the Prophet of Regret. Who was it?
Who do you think?
The demon is here?
Why?
Maybe. But now I'm gonna bring it back to the topic of upper middle class people acting snobby
really
and pretentious against snobby and pretentious against lower middle class or just the middle class. Because I would say I was lower middle class because I couldn't get anything that I want. Only whenever like there was a special occasion, which I didn't really care because I didn't really ask for much stuff anyways.
Yeah, same here.
I was way better than my sisters. My sisters were like, "I want this one, I want this."
I just kind of noticed
I'm
that,
a
right?
good one.
Because you're not exactly the youngest, but you're also not exactly the oldest. Right?
No, I'm the oldest
Are
for my
you?
mom at least. Yeah, my dad's side, he has a son who's 30.
You're a split fam.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My
I am not.
My
Let's
brother,
just be upfront
my
about it.
brother-in-law. Listen. I like my brother-in-law. Also, we're gonna have to jump down this little pit.
Whee!
There was a dead grunt.
We
Oh,
are the
no.
same person.
Yeah.
We both fall down the hole and start going, wee.
Listen, it's instinct.
Nah, dude, it's really funny.
But yeah,
Every time that I get in the car with my dad and he makes kind of a sharper turn, I always just go, wee.
I also do that when I'm making sharp turns.
We are the same fucking son. Wee. I wouldn't be surprised if we had like a
Yeah.
very similar upbringing, to be honest.
Probably.
But anyways,
don't
back
know-
to
I
your
don't know all
story
your
that you wanted to
lore.
tell. And lore isn't very interesting.
Oh yeah.
I'll just
Well,
go
it
for it.
wasn't really a story. It was more so just talking about how my friend's mom was kind of like snobby and pretentious, to the point where she didn't allow him to walk towards my house, despite the fact that he literally lived like a few doors away from me.
Wow.
She always had to drive him.
That's so strange.
It is.
So I assume it's not like you
Like
guys
even
lived in a
during
bad
high school
neighborhood.
when he was a big boy.
Like it's not like you guys lived in a bad neighborhood.
It wasn't all. It wasn't bad. But it wasn't pristine.
Like, I mean, mine's
don't
the same
shoot these guys.
situation.
No, stop,
oh shit, okay,
stop,
sorry.
stop, they're friends.
I thought we were supposed to shoot these. I saw us, I saw
No, we're
us.
the arbiter.
They know that, they know I'm just Josh, and
We're
they
the
know I'm just
arbiter.
Josh.
We're friends.
Cause yeah, I mean, like, my neighborhood isn't exactly peachy keen fucking gated community, but it's also not like Murder City, you know?
Yeah,
Like
ours
the
wasn't
worst,
Murder
the
City,
worst that you'll
but it
have
wasn't
in my,
peachy clean.
the worst that you'll have in like my little neighborhood is that there were weed deals and drug deals going on in the park, and shit, and like occasionally you heard about someone breaking into. Luckily, never happened to me, even though I was paranoid about it every day.
Yeah, it never happened to me either.
I'm very fortunate to like none of my friends really ever got their houses broken.
To be fair, my house looked like a fucking haunted house. Because like
look at
it was old. It was old. Well, to be fair, it kind of was a haunted house.
Yeah, well, I mean, every house,
Like, I'm being-
every house before the '80s is kind of haunted.
No, but like it was honestly like haunted. Because
mean,
I
you're
had
in-
a friend
Not to
over.
be rude, Fox, right?
so
You're in
I-
Louisiana. It's kind of implied with the state.
Yeah,
If you live in Louisiana, your house is probably haunted.
yeah, but it's bad because the thing is, in that house, it was owned by my great grandfather.
Oh, really?
And he moved out to yeah.
Inheritance house.
And originally, it was a lot smaller. It was just a 2-story house that I think he built.
I mean, it'd be cool if he built it. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, he definitely built the addition to it because originally the house was just like it's to give a perspective. You enter it, and there was the kitchen, and then across from the kitchen was the living room. There wasn't really a dining room, and then there was a staircase that led up to the bedroom.
Yeah.
And then there was a bathroom coming from the I honestly wanted to model my old house because it's very nostalgic.
I'm not gonna
'Cause
lie to
it
you,
was the
Fox,
house I
right?
lived
One of my
in the
favorite
most,
hobbies is to
and
model
it was
my
honestly
room.
the best house.
I love modeling my room to rearrange it without moving everything. Very convenient being a Blender user.
Yeah, it is. And it's still fresh in my memory because the last time I was there, it was my senior year.
You know what? I will
I
say,
was
right?
living in the house as kind of a house sitter.
I'm not gonna lie to you, right, Fox? I'm very blessed and lucky to be able to say that I've lived in the exact same house for like 15 years of my life. I know that's a very privileged thing to be able to say. Not unaware of my own.
Yeah.
Especially because like my two closest friends, Ash and Convol, they've had to bounce house every couple of years because Convol's for the fact that he's not exactly you know, the richest family in the world, and Ash because his dad is one of those like house flippers.
Yeah.
Where he'll buy the house, live in it, to flip it, and then sell it off for like whatever money.
I mean, honestly, like I was lucky for the majority of my childhood because I lived in the same neighborhood, but I just moved houses often.
See, that's the thing, is that I lived in the same neighborhood
like,
and relatively the same house my entire life. Like, this house that I'm currently living in, that I film all my videos in, that's been my fucking, like, childhood home. I'm still very fortunate, and, I mean, based on the way things are going, I'm probably gonna be the most likely one to inherit it when, like, my parents either take it or whatever.
I kind of wish we kept the old house I used to live in because it was such a nice house. Well, whenever I talk to my parents about it, my dad wishes that we never moved. My mom's like, that house was a pain in the ass to deal with.
You know what? I'm sure
fair, it was.
I'm sure it was, to be honest. Houses are usually a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, especially a house that was built fucking a really long time ago.
Yeah, that's a lot of repairs that you have to maintain. And a lot of shit that you have to fix before a certain time frame, otherwise the house will just kind of, like, flat itself.
Yeah. But but the new homeowners suck. They ruined it. Like, there was this little overhang. There was an overhang with the house. And it was meant to be the garage, and there was, like, a doorway that led toward, like, a spare room.
Yeah.
Also, Brad, you have to go down here.
And weird.
But down here, where the green arrow is, that's where I am.
Hold on, other folks, I'm
the
dying.
new homeowners. Press the freaking button. So the new homeowners, what they did with the overhang was they built an ugly fucking standout fucking like spot. Like they basically enclosed it, but they didn't simply build a wall. They built like some
sidebar. It's just that you have like a little horde of blood following you, and it was so cute.
It was my children.
Literally. Also, hey, wait a minute, isn't this the place from Halo 1?
No.
Oh, okay, it's just similar design.
Yeah, because it's Forerunner, that's why. You know, same race, same architect.
Yeah.
Also, if you met these Marines before they got killed, they would have shot you because you're still the Arbiter.
Well, yeah, because you're the enemy.
Did you die? Yeah.
Yeah, I died.
Oh no. Oh no. Get away from me.
Anyways,
but yeah, they built basically a box and shoved the box under the overhang, and it looked so ugly because all the wood, because the house was a wooden house.
Yeah, it's a nice wood house.
And yeah, it was a nice wood house, but the wood did not match at all because it's like new planks of wood. And they colored it this ugly shit brown.
Ugh.
And it pisses me off so much.
Oops. Exploded.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I went, Oh, Brad, over here. Brad, where are you going? Sir. But yeah, that's why I kind of wish I had the house, because
yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's a fair
I wish I was
thing.
old enough to actually inherit the house, because not only would I have a house in this day and age.
Yeah, right. Be a lucky bastard that has his own home at the age of what, 23 you're now?
Yeah.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice to have like an inheritance house, but at the same time, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, man,
would
I want to deal with all the fucking problems that come with owning a house? Probably.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's either that or living with your parents.
Hey man, I like my parents enough that I'd be willing to live with them for the rest of my life.
I also like my parents. There's no shame in that.
I mean, my parents drive me up the fucking wall sometimes, but, you know.
Yeah, same here. But I love them. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love my sisters. Oh my god.
My siblings try my patience sometimes, but they're my siblings. They're kind of, they deserve to. within their
My
god.
siblings don't do that, but to be fair, I am the oldest one.
But yeah, as the oldest one, you kind of have to grunt the most shit, you know?
Yeah.
At least be glad you're not like you don't have like my situation going on where I'm the tallest one in my family and the youngest.
That is super text me. SMH, wife wanna text me, SMH. Shaking my head, shaking my head.
Shake my ass. But yeah, that's like, I don't know. Like, my eldest sibling is, I think, only 5'8", 5'9", give or take. Short, but not short, like, in a dramatic way. Not being short, 5 flat. Whereas they claim 5'1".
5 flat.
But yeah, okay,
Yeah,
but you're
that's-
5'1".
Or people do. Sure, people tend to add. Where am I going? Oh my
That's a great
god.
question. Where are you going? I'm dead, by the way. Don't die.
Yeah, I saw your body. But yeah, I don't know what we were on about.
I don't know, we were talking about, like, old shit.
On about family.
Here's the thing, is that I used to live in an
Vin
apartment
Diesel.
building. But here's the thing, is I lived in that place for so little amount of time that I don't remember, like, anything about it outside of, like, a handful of events.
I had a funny event whenever I was living in an apartment.
Oh, yeah? Was this, your college years when you lived at like, a little apartment complex?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, did I tell my Plague Doctor costume story?
You fucking bastard! You're lying to me, no way.
What?
There's no fucking way you also had a fucking Plague Doctor costume at one fucking dick.
Oh, I did.
You stop
did it
stealing
for
my fucking
Halloween.
life, you do, mate.
Yeah.
You're a little fucking dickhead. Stop, literally though, fucking Fox. Jesus Christ, why are we so similar?
Because Plague Doctors
I'm
are
getting
cool.
concerned. No, I'm getting concerned now. Who's the clone here? Like, this is when you send me a picture of your face finally, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why do you look exactly like me?
I mean, you have a beard though. I don't
Yeah.
really have a beard.
Well, the thing is that I've decided to grow the beard because I'm tired of people saying that I have like a little baby.
I also have a baby face.
See, here's the thing: is that I guarantee you
I had
fuck,
such a
like it
fun-
works for you. I guarantee it works for you.
Maybe.
For me, I just look weird. I
don't
look
know.
like Megamind,
I mean,
so I grew the beard out so people stop calling me fucking Megamind.
Alright, well, I don't have like a egregiously large forehead though.
I do. Why I wear the hat all the
That's the
time?
difference between you and I.
I'm sorry, that's that.
I do not wear hats.
Buddy, I hate to break it to you. A big forehead is a sign of high intelligence.
You can
So
keep
explain
telling yourself
explain that to people, and also explain that I'm like a complete fucking idiot.
I guess you have a lot of mass but no brain.
I have a lot of empty space going on. You're right.
Oh my god! But that reminds me. Speaking on baby faces, I went to a drive-through over in Taco Bell.
I'm at the Pizza
And,
Hut.
you know,
I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination.
I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Anyways, your Taco Bell story. Wee.
That almost made me go into another side tangent, but I'm gonna
Okay,
finish
focus
my
on the main
tangent
story, and then you
first.
can side tangent.
Yeah. So I went to Taco Bell after work. This is whenever I was living with Super, so I was in Florida. And
So already down on your luck and in a bad place. Yeah.
Florida's nice. I just don't want to live there because it's so fucking expensive. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Florida and Cali are
Especially
the worst places to
Orlando.
live ever.
Yeah, for people like us.
Here's the thing, it's interesting, I know like 3 people from Florida, and I'm like, I guess I know one person, like 2 people from Florida and 1 person from fucking
Utah.
then 1 person from
Yeah,
Louisiana and 1 person from Washington.
Right.
And I guess 1 person from California. I know people from all over, America.
Yeah, but you know someone from Utah, the Nowhereville of
Funnily enough, a
America.
person from Utah is a game dev.